carry on and play this important game, which is the fourth of the Super 4 of the Women's Under-19 Asia Cup here in Malaysia between Nepal and Bangladesh, and we're coming live to you from the Biomass Cricket Oval in Klang. Look at the standings. India have made their way very comfortably up to the finals with their 7 points, their couple of wins and no result in one. Bangladesh and Nepal. Look at the standings. India have made their way very comfortably up to the finals with their 7 points, their couple of wins and no result in one. Bangladesh and Nepal, Lockhorn, Sri Lanka, unfortunately, are out of the contention at the moment. Well, the two teams arrived on time because the rains had not arrived at that point in time again. And of course, they're pretty happy to carry on, but they have had a long wait because of the rain. But thankfully, the wicket has been prepared, the ground has been prepared, and they're raring to go. It will be a curtailed match, and the Nepali players always all smiles. All these young girls from all the teams, the exuberance of youth there. And that is a good sight. No rain in the distance. Revised playing conditions for this Nepal versus Bangladesh match 4 it's going to be 11 overs per side, 3 overs for the power play, and 1 bowler to bowl maximum of 3 overs. So there we go. Those are the revised playing conditions. They're all set for this shortened version of the short version, if you can call it that. T20 reduced to T11. Well, all integral part of preparation for any team. It's really something that all the teams go through, and really just coming out of that gap between that rain break and starting of play. They want to get ready, flex their muscles, loosen themselves, and get ready to put up a good fight in the game. Well, quick look at the wicket. We saw India reasonably comfortable in the earlier match. Sri Lanka didn't get too many runs, but I don't think there are any gremlins in the wicket. It's just a question of trusting the pitch, having a look at the bowling, and really getting on with the job. Right, Raman Banot was there a short while earlier with the toss.
We're all set for a very important toss for a match. That's the last match of the Super 4 stage, but it could very well be touted as a virtual semi-final between Nepal and Bangladesh. I have the two captains here with me, leading the Nepal side, Pooja Mathur, their captain. I've got the Bangladesh skipper here with me, Soumya Akhtar. I have the match referee, G.S. Lakshmi from India, in attendance, and we're all set for this toss. Pooja's got the coin. Tails is the call. It is a tail, which means Soumya Akhtar has won the toss. And Soumya, what is it that you'd like to do?
Raining, that's why I choose to field first.
Okay, you know that it's going to be a curtailed match now. The number of overs have been curtailed, so you want to also have in mind what is the target that you'll be chasing?
40.
40?
Yes.
So you want to keep them down to as low as possible. That's why you've chosen to bowl first. Are there any changes that we're expecting in the lineup from Bangladesh today?
Yes, one changes. Afia is out, Joyita is come. 11.
Afia is out, and you've got a change there in terms of Afia. Now, the brand of cricket that you've played so far has been very attacking, very aggressive. The loss came to India. What have you decided to change from what you did in that match?
No change. Our basic play.
All right, of course. And very quickly, just a last question before you go. This is virtually a knockout match. You win this, you're through to the final. So what's the mindset like in the camp?
No win or less, play our own game.
All right, go well today.
Thank you.
Let's have a quick chat with the skipper of the Nepal side, Pooja. Congratulations, your team has made it this far and just one win away from what could be a final appearance for Nepal. It's a big achievement.
Firstly, thank you. And yeah, it's a big achievement because now also we didn't lose any match in this Asia Cup. So we want to carry this momentum.
If you had won the toss, would you have also chosen to bowl first?
Yeah, we also choose to bowl first, but it's okay. We're prepared for both because toss and both anything in favor. So it's okay. We want to bat, and
Now that's a curtailed game. So is there any target that you're keeping in mind, a target that you'd want to set for Bangladesh?
yeah, I think we want to score 100.
100 in the 11 overs, that's
Yeah.
almost 10 and over. That's what you'd look at.
Yeah.
And lastly, are there any changes in your lineup?
Yeah, we have one change, Anu out and Trishna in.
All right, all the best. Go well.
Yeah, thank you.
So the news from the center is that the Bangladesh skipper, Soumya Akhtar's won the toss and chosen to bowl first.
Which is not a surprise at all. Under these conditions, you'd expect Bangladesh to bowl. Dev, what more alongside? Quick look at the Nepal team.
Yes, we've heard the captain speak, and they're very keen to try and get as many runs as much as 100. But there we have the 11 for you that's going to do battle. There's just the one change. Young Anu has been omitted, and Trishaw is being put in.
Bangladesh also making a single change, and no, they've curtailed match, but Soumya Akhtar and Mosammad Eva and also Fahmida have been exemplary in the previous games. They'd like to come back strongly after their rather one-sided affair against India, and that was a wake-up call for Bangladesh, and I'm sure all the other players, particularly Nishita Nishi, has been a top-notch, so they'll be hoping that she puts in a good performance for them. Well, the rains have stayed away, the umpires are coming out, and that's good to see. The job has been done on the outfield. Just a few last-minute preparations as the huddle for the Bangladeshis, who won the toss, decided to bowl and have got that little bit of an advantage in terms of conditions here.
And knowing what the total is, I think, is also very important in these over-shortened game. But with Nepal, Shamim, unfortunately, they've only played one game, so they'd be really keen to, to play, just to play. Whether they win or not is, is immaterial. But they've only had one game, 2 washouts, so they'll be very pleased to get out there.
Oh, they sure will be. I think they deserve a proper game, though it's a curtailed one, but it's still a game, and that gives them the opportunity to hone their skills, to play against stronger named teams. They've already given a surprise, a major win against a full member team, Pakistan. So they've got everything to prove.
And it's even though it's a rain-shortened game, 11-over match, it's still an international. So it's all experience for these girls, and you never know when they may next be involved in a rain-shortened game. You can always have something to compare to. So from that point of view, this is all good stuff for both teams, mind you.
Yeah, Bangladesh also wouldn't have liked just to rain be the deciding factor in going to the finals. If the points were divided by the two teams, one each, then Bangladesh would go through by virtue of the net run rate. But they'd rather go to the final with some cricket behind them and a win if they can manage one here today. Sana Praveen, right-hander bat for Nepal, start things off from one end. She'll have her work cut out. The ball's going to do a bit, that's for sure. Savitri Dami, right-handed bat, is her partner. And we're all set to go here for the last match of the Super 4 stage here in the ACC Under-19 Women's Asia Cup here at the Biomas Oval in Klang, Malaysia. It's going to be the girl with the golden arm. Look at the 7 wickets. 5 for 3. Her figures in the last game, and she will be looking to get Bangladesh started off with a bang. All set. No one in the slips. Mostly patrolling the 23-yard meter inner circle. Here we go. Oh, straight away beating the bat.
Not an easy thing to do. I mean, an off-spin bowler in an 11-over match come in and take the brand new ball. But she is the preferred option with 7 wickets so far in this series. She's leading the wicket takers. So everyone's hoping that she'll continue.
Oh, quick run taken. The fielder took her eyes off the ball, just looking at the 2 batters running. Thus, that misfield. every run so precious in this shortened game here.
Oh, absolutely correct. And I think there would be a little bit of greasiness, a little bit of moisture on top of that surface, even though it was covered. A little bit heavy underfoot. So it will take a little bit of extra effort to ensure that you feel cleanly.
Oh, good ball. She's so accurate. She controls her bowling and bowls it at utmost ease. You don't feel that she's overexerting herself or trying too hard. It's just a natural rhythm that she has.
I think the word is efficient. She's got a nice little approach. She knows that off-break action. She's been doing it for quite a while. And it just looks an easy action, just an easy effort.
Back at point, cover, extra cover, and a mid-off. Maybe a touch guilty of bowling a tad wide now. Direct hit might have had a... Really had to scurry on, put her skates on at the last moment.
Like every run is very important. And if there's anything on offer, I'm sure they're going to go. And here we are. It was hit pretty hard to backward point, who... Oh yes, a direct hit would have sent it out.
Yeah, would have been curtains. Fortunately, it didn't go and hit the stumps directly. Oh, that's turn, beat the bat. They've got to run. Very, very fortunate on that occasion.
Oh yes, that's the first evidence of turn. The first few deliveries have been fairly quickish and gone straight through to the keeper. This one gripped and turn, so I think that's what we're expecting to see a little bit more of.
No runs of the last ball of the first over. Nepal are 3 without loss.
The best teams will lock horns to be the champions of Asia in the Women's Under-19 Asia Cup. Final 22nd December, live on 10 Cricket.
UFC Fight O'Clock. Only on Sony Sports Network.
We're at the lovely Bayumas Oval cricket ground here in Klang, Malaysia. It is still overcast, but thankfully we have a game on here. It's a reduced match, 11 overs per side, but all to play for, particularly for Nepal, who want to make an impression here. Bangladesh winning the toss, deciding to bowl. Unsurprisingly, Farzana Yasmin, a couple of wickets earlier in her 3 matches. It's given the responsibility of bowling from the other side, the pacer.
And the play and a miss. That one skidded a little bit, kept a little bit low, but that's okay. You're expected for that because it's been under the covers and it just skidded a little bit. But the line was good, not too far wide, but heavily packed and the offside field, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6-3 field is employed.
Yeah, they'll have to maintain a tight offside line with that field. And she does. And that's very good running, I must say. The calling has been good. I mean, they're ready to rotate strike all the time.
A little bit dangerous there. Apart from direct hit, which would have been out by a long way, they could have thrown it over the stumps. A replay will tell us more.
Yeah, what happens is when they start off running straight away, immediately you see the fielder just looking up, directed, gone for all money. No question about that. But just the fielder taking her eyes off, seeing the girls run, maybe not getting it in line of the stumps. Oh, that's nicely played. Soft hands. Another chance. Another opportunity missed. 3 direct hits missed.
Well, they're giving chances, that's for sure. It's almost like tip and run, isn't it? Hit and run.
I think that's the plan. They feel that the boundaries may not be there, so they're going to take the Bangladeshi fielders throw on once again. You see that
That's the intent. The intent is always to score, and that's okay. But if any one of those three have been done correctly, then it would have been a wicket.
And there they go again, scampering through. This is good. This is brave from the Nepalians, and it's paying off for them.
That occasion, there wasn't too much danger in it going to mid-on, and the striker, the batter, going with the shot, so that was no problem.
Bowls it very wide, and this time gets a signal from the umpire. Another run added on as an extra, another ball to be bowled. So frustration maybe a little bit for Farzana.
Yeah, perhaps, but she's got that ball to move. If you have a look at it, you'll see it's swung out, but it started a little bit too wide of the stumps and resulted in just passing on the wrong side of the wide line.
Got quite a bit of bat on that, and now I think that's gone. Yeah, the law of averages has caught up with the Nepalis. They were lucky in the first three occasions, but this time round, the run out has been affected.
And a very good piece of fielding all round. Picked up cleanly by mid-off and thrown accurately to the stumps where the keeper, here we go, there was a good early call, but just going too fast to mid-off, and that was the problem. Didn't have to waste time in getting the ball back. It was a clean piece of fielding, which is very good. There's the first wicket down for Nepal, and it's 8 for 1.
Christmas, a peaceful period. Time to pause and reflect. Time to come together. But it's not time for that yet.
These two teams will not give each other anything.
Giving will have to wait. Get something for yourself.
Flying advance. Wow!
Fulfill your wishes and make it a magical Christmas now.
Oh, that's stunning. That's incredible.
Bayan Ulfiliva.
Immediately, it's a repetition of the same. This time round, the bowler doesn't quite get it. Oh, she's been struck on the head. Might go for a concussion check here.
Some concern shown, and I think you're right. They want the physiotherapist to come and just check again. Here she comes. And I think you'll find Farzana's a tough cookie. She's a good, physical, strong girl who looks forward to any sort of opportunity to get involved in the game. Unfortunately, the ball bounced and took a knock on the head, but I don't think it's too bad.
Right, so 2 overs have been completed. Nepal are 9 for the loss of 1 wicket. Into the 3rd over, just getting the treatment, the concussion protocol being affected here. Farzana trying to get a ball which was thrown in from the deep. Show it to you here. The scamper through the run, awkward bounce for her and hit her on the side of the head. Oh, can be painful. She looks a tough girl. I think it slid off her shoulders first.
I think it ricocheted off the receiver for Farzana's either hand or arm and into the head. I think the main blow was taken right there on that elbow, which is still painful.
Oh, she looks tough. And she reminds me of Marufa Akhtar, who plays in the Bangladesh main team.
I'll tell you what might be even more painful, taking the plaster off.
It can be, actually, you're quite right. Sometimes they do that to ease the pain, but I think you need to put some water on it to soak it and let the gum or the whatever the adhesive is take a bit off.
Always preferred that little non-adhesive cloth to go on, and then the Well, this captain, there's a lot riding on her innings. To me, she's been the standout batter for Nepal.
Well, they said the captain, you're talking about Pooja Mahato, said would like to score 100. It seems they're not going to get it in boundaries. They've got to do a lot of running.
Well, I thought that was it was in a big wish to get that. If that back foot has been lifted. Oh no, she's gone out of the crease. She's missed it, and you could normally push it back, push it back, push it back. A bit slow pushing it back. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Is it come off the... I think she's okay.
I think she's done well, but I tell you what, she was very slow in coming back. The keeper was, when she got the gloves in her hand, allowed for the ball to come back and soften the blow, and that's allowed the batter to get effort back in. Green light on, back safe. That is good from the Nepalese perspective, but they're having a bit of a trouble to get a move on here.
Geez, that would have been really bad news for Nepal if she was stumped, because she's the best batsman by a country mile.
Not really getting to time the balls. We've seen that drive attempted on either side of the wicket, but right through these 2 and a bit overs, they haven't been able to time the ball properly.
Singles have been there, haven't they? Albeit very risky ones. But yeah, they have not been able to find the ropes, and they need to get a bit of a hurry on.
3 overs power play. Well, this is the last over of the power play, being a curtailed match, so they've only got the single delivery. Well, that's even gone. So 3 overs done, power play completed, 12 for 1 Nepal. Just a reminder, it's 11 over match, so just the 3 overs in the power play. Signal has been made. There'll be more protection for Bangladesh outside the 23-meter circle. Maybe they will not really apply that. They've built up so much pressure. This one at long off, one at mid on. There's a boundary rider at deep mid wicket. Anisakta now on, and once again gets attempted cut shot made once again by Savitri.
Gee, you've got to get a move on, eh? You can't afford to have too many dot balls. It's a compressed game, only 66 deliveries. And Anisa bowled a good one to start with.
That's going to be a wide, just trying a little too hard on Anisa Shobha. But you're absolutely right, Dav. I think it's something's got to give here. They've got to take a few chances. Running out of overs.
Yes, searching for that momentum change. It's not coming, though.
It's not coming because of this trajectory that the bowler is persisting with. just not being able to reach it going across to the line of the ball.
And we just even need to put bat on ball, but it's a play and a miss. We've seen too many of those play and misses.
Oh, got a bit of that on that one, and that's racing away to the boundary for the first 4 of the innings. They can use that.
Here, well done, Sabitri. At last, your team has now got a boundary, and we need a bit more of that.
A lovely shimmy down the wicket, got to the pitch very nicely to the leg spin, got underneath that one. Very good strike. It's just changing gear. The need to carry that momentum through. Bolster her confidence, that boundary. And she's prepared to go down the wicket again. This time round, just squirts it away from the toe end of the bat. Gets another single.
And it would have been out with a direct hit too, I fancy. They really are looking to test the Bangladeshi infield. It's gone pretty quick, picked up pretty well, but the execution, wow.
And missed again. Missed the direct throw again. That's one area I'm sure that the Bangladeshi think tank will be thinking about correcting that. On the move, direct hits. Could have been a completely different picture for Nepal if Bangladesh had struck on a regular basis with those attempted throws at the stumps. Down the wicket, both batters trying to use their feet and get to the pitch of the ball. Another single into the deep.
What have we got? 6